for being here. Let's get things started with a new one. It's actually not new, but we haven't done it in a while. It's called What Goes Around Comes Around. What goes around comes around. We give what we receive. A circle of abundance that is there for you and me. So give what you get. Give what you give. Living in abundance is the only way to live. I forgot to say that we're coming to you live from the beautiful Grand Princeonia here in downtown, which is California. And say a special hi to all of our people online. Let's do this again. What goes around comes around. We give what we receive. A circle of abundance that is there for you and me. So give what you get. Get what you give. Living in abundance is the only way to live. Give what you get. And get what you give. Living in abundance is the only way to live.
Oh, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Yolo. My name is Reverend David Clark. I'm the senior minister here, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you all here today. We have got a wonderful service lined up for you, and so many things going on. Speaking of things going on, our musical director, Billy Larkin, who always has something going on. Good morning, Billy.
Good morning, David. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Hey, I have a question for you. Have you voted yet?
I have voted.
I have voted too.
Yes.
And you know one of the great, how many people have voted? All right.
Oh, wow.
You know, one of the things I noticed as soon as you voted, all of the commercials and all of the paper stuff that comes in the mail, you just can forget about it, right? That's done as far as you're concerned, so it's a big relief.
Yes, there's a big sense of calm when as soon as you put that envelope in, it's like, okay.
Well, I don't know about calm.
Well, yes.
I'm so glad I'm not surprised that we're like early voters here.
Yes.
Very cool. We got some great music coming up today. We found a really cool, kind of rare Johnny Cash song.
Yes.
Hustled that up for me we're going to share with that today, and an original of mine, and so let's get on with it.
Awesome.
What the heck are we doing here anyway? What are we doing here?
What
are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
We're talking.
Oh, no. All of us here.
Oh, was I supposed to, we didn't go over this in rehearsal.
I'm improvising, man. I'm giving you a lead into to your next segment.
Well, before that, I'm throwing you a curve. I'm going to talk about something a little different. Because this month, this Sunday, is the kickoff for our Dare to Care Pledge campaign.
Oh, very cool. See,
yes.
That's what we're doing here.
That's right. So it's time. It's that time of the year. We're making plans for next year. We're writing up our budgets, and we're figuring out what we need, what we want, and how we can bring more to you as CSL Yolo. So in order to do that, we need to know how much money we're dealing with. And in order to do that, we need pledges from you for next year. So you're going to hear a lot about this. And there's our beautiful logo, Dare to Care. This is our annual campaign where we just collect pledges and we make our budgets for next year. So our goal, we have a lofty goal that I know that we can hit. Our goal this year is $50,000. Yes, remarkable, isn't it? And I know that we can do it. So it begins. So with that in mind, let's talk about why we're all here. Why
back on
Now we're back on track with Billy's cue. What is science of mind? You may be asking yourself, or your neighbor. Science of mind teaches spiritual principles and how to bring about our good through thought, belief, and the interconnectedness of all life. It's the realization that God is not out there somewhere, but within us, right here, right where we are at all times. It is the realization of the truth that there is a power for good in the universe, greater than we are, and we can use it. So that is what we're all about. And we utilize that good through what we choose to believe. And there are 4 core things that we believe here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Yolo, and I want to share those with you now. Number 1, we believe that love is all there is. Everything is a call for love, an expression of love, a result of love. Love, love, love is surrounding us at all times. So we pay a lot of attention to what we love and how we love in this philosophy. Number 2, we believe that all thought is creative and influential. Thoughts are things. And everything that you see around you right now has been preceded by thought. Someone had to think that into existence, and out it came, along with your beautiful selves. So we pay a lot of attention to what we're thinking and what we believe in this philosophy. Number 3, we believe that you are whole, perfect, and complete exactly as you are right now. Exactly as you are right now. How do we know this? Well, we believe that we come from a whole, perfect, and complete source that only creates whole, perfect, and complete things. You are one of those things. You are a direct descendant of the all-loving, all-knowing, all-powerful creator of all things. That is who and what you are first. And so first, we know that you're whole, perfect, and complete as a result of that. So we believe that about ourselves, and we believe that about each other. Number 4, we believe in a world that works for everyone, and we're working from that world together. It's a world that runs on love and law and cause and effect, and has run in the exact same way that it has always worked since the beginning of time. And in this philosophy, we learn to use those rules of love and law and cause and effect to bring about our good and to bring about the world that we want to see. Not just know that it's possible, but we want to see the results of a world that works for everyone. So, with that in mind, we head to my favorite time of the day. It's our Namaste time, where we get a chance to look each other in the eye and acknowledge that whole, perfect, and complete shard of the infinite that is standing right in front of us. And we do that with Namaste. And if you're not shy, swing by and give a Namaste to our online audience as well. I missed one Namaste. I don't know, I think we need to have a whole service where you just come in and Namaste.
That sounds good.
That's it. We're Namaste. How wonderful, how wonderful. And I know you guys are out there in the world doing that Namaste with every person that you meet, knowing their wholeness, knowing their perfection, knowing their completion, their completeness. And it's a wonderful way to look at humanity. So, now I would like to to welcome, and I'm asking you all to please welcome our practitioner of the day, Joyce Bahati. She's going to come up and give our vision and mission and share with us today's affirmation. Good morning, Joyce.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Well, our mission statement is, our vision statement is to create an environment for all to realize the power of spiritual connection. Would you like to say that with us?
Yes.
All right. Our vision is to create an environment for all to realize the power of spiritual connection. And I feel that when I'm with all of you. And our mission is to provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and live their inherent greatness. Let's do that one together too. Our mission is to provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and live their inherent greatness. And we have a wonderful affirmation. The abundance of life flows in and around me. Let's say that one together. The abundance of life flows in and around me. One more time. The abundance of life flows in and around me. And so it is.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's announcement time.
Yeah.
And we are going to start with Dixie's Metaphysical Book Club here in Winters. And it's held every Friday at 5 o'clock. And it's 212 Grant Avenue. Or you can email Dixie at dixiesbookclub@gmail.com or call her at 530-215-5026. And also, if she's welcomes everyone, so if you want to come, please just join, even though you haven't been there before and they're in the middle of the current book, which I believe is The Prophet. Okay, next, back by popular demand is June Robinson's Gratitude Group. And it'll be followed by a book review beginning on the 12th of November and every second Tuesday of the month going forward. And it's held in the community room in Davis at 212 Kennedy Place. The gratitude group will begin at 4, followed by the book review from 4:30 to 5. And the first book they're going to review is The Power of Intention. Learn to Co-Create Your World in Your Way by Wayne Dyer. And for more information, you can text June at 530-574-4202. And next up we have Jason. He's got his last walking meditation for the season. And it's going to be Sunday, November 17th at 8:30. And again, it's going to be at Pewter Creek Path when you meet, and you'll meet at the stage, the wooden stage behind the, what do you call that, the community room. Okay, next up is our Thanksgiving potluck. So save the date. Our Thanksgiving potluck and pledge campaign celebration is going to be November 24th. Also in the community room in Davis at 1221 Kennedy Place. And we're going to have a sign-up sheet for what you want to bring. I'm going to put one online for us, and also we'll have one back here. And then next is I was going to do a drum roll, but I guess that's not going to happen. 4th annual Midwinter Cabaret, December 8th at 6 o'clock. Tickets will be available through Eventbrite, and they're $25 online and $30 at the door. And our amazing talent includes Billy Larkin, Carrie Hennessy, Derek Lawson, Heather Clark, Matt Dunn, Gary Weinberg, Marcia Giacomo, and hopefully more. And do you have anything to add?
No, not at this point.
Okay.
It's going to be great, as always.
Yep.
Okay,
so
We
again,
also-
ticket.
I'm sorry, we are going to be, I know, I was just going to mention the fact that if you could buy your tickets early,
Yes.
they're $25.
Yes.
And at the door, they're
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, and we're planning to get it on right this weekend. I ran into one little hurdle, but once I talk to Diane, hopefully that'll be fixed, and then we can start buying tickets.
Oh, great.
Perfect. All right, so keep an eye out on Eventbrite for us. And we'll need a little support with the lobby and with ushers and greeters, and you can please consider bringing, a non-perishable food product for the Yolo Food Bank, which, so that's a cabaret volunteer opportunity. And also, bring some treats for intermission, and we don't want anything that needs to be heated or cooked. It is just small bites, cookies, brownies, that type of thing. Keep it simple. All right, and we help with setup and cleanup. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Peggy. All righty, now as we enter into the more contemplative portion of today's service, please join me in singing, I Am So Blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Sorry, having troubles with the mic. I'm going to read the sacred readings this morning. The first one is by Deepak Chopra. The universe operates through dynamic exchange. Give and receive are different aspects of the flow of energy in the universe. And in our willingness to give that which we seek, we keep the abundance of the universe circulating in our lives. And the second one is by Ethel Hicks. The fastest way to bring more wonderful examples of abundance into your personal experience is to take constant notice of the wonderful things that are already there. And the third one is by Ayamla Van Zant, Acts of Faith, October 2nd. Maybe if we spent just a little time saying thank you for what we do have, we won't have so much time to dwell on what we lack. Gratitude, praise, and thanksgiving activate the divine law of abundance. When the universe can see what we are conscious of and grateful for what we have, it is activated to show us more with more. It is activated to shower us with more. Even when it seems that the well is drying up, we can affirm, I can hardly wait to see the good that will come of this. Thank you.
So if all of you will take a deep breath with me. Knowing that this breath is simply being breathed through the experience of the one. That oneness that breathes us is breathing all life everywhere. It is breathing our consciousness. It is breathing our energy of wellness. It is breathing the energy of thanksgiving into all areas of our lives. Knowing this and trusting this, I boldly declare that this congregation is the embodiment of the one I choose to call God. That infinite spirit that gives us the expression of itself. Knowing and trusting that all that we need is being given to us in this very breath. We express it in fantastic ways. I give thanks for this wonderful congregation online and embodiment here. I give thanks for every person who has been here to bring this service into its experience and fruition. I give thanks for our minister, Brother David. I give thanks for all the musicians, especially Billy, our sound person, Patrick. I give thanks for the complete congregation that we don't see, that's online, and the congregation in this entire area that houses this building. I give great thanks, knowing and trusting that we are in a divine right order, a divine right time, with the gifts of each other's presence, the breath that we breathe, the energy of our hearts, the caring and sharing that we give all the time, and especially for those of us who are experiencing ill health, knowing and trusting that it is moving right now into its perfect balance and harmony of health and well-being. I know this is true. So I give thanks for this word, and I just simply let it be. So if you will say with me, Ashe.
Ashe.
Amen.
Amen.
Aho.
Aho.
And so it is.
So it is.
Breaking bread, breaking bread. We are gathered here together to break bread. Breaking bread, breaking bread. We are gathered here together to break bread. It's not the barley or the wheat. It's not the oven or the heat that makes this bread so good to eat. It's the kneading and the sharing that makes the meal complete. Breaking bread, breaking bread. We are gathered here together to break bread. Breaking bread, breaking bread. We for everyone who eats this bread. There are thousands and maybe more that will be fed. Breaking bread, breaking bread. We are gathered here together to break bread. Breaking bread, breaking bread. We are gathered here together to break bread. We are gathered here together to break bread.
Thank you, Billy. I've never heard that Johnny Cash song. I don't know about you guys. It's a sweet little song. So, we are fortunately, conveniently talking about abundance this month. And the home office was very clever. And they came up with an interesting title for the month. Yes. So we need to talk about this. And I hope you got the pun.
Breaking bread, I get it.
Need to talk about this. But prepare yourself this month for many bun puns. Every theme this month is something kind of built on this bun baking and eating kind of a thing. But hey, who doesn't like a nice warm bun? I mean, really, when they come fresh out of the oven, they're fantastic. And so, as a result, this is what we've got this month. But abundance. This week we're talking about life is sweet, let it rise. Let it rise. And it's something that we physically have to do. We have to let it rise. We have to let ourselves see the abundance that's all around us and appreciate it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So we live in an abundant universe. Yes?
Yes.
In an abundant universe, on an abundant planet that has everything we need to be happy, to be healthy, to love each other, to accomplish our dreams and goals. Everything that we need is here on this planet right now. Not only everything that we need to survive, because we all want to survive, right? But we also want to thrive. And this planet has everything that we need for survival and thriving. Okay, we can do it all here. It can be argued that we are living in paradise. Because what is paradise? Paradise is when everything is provided for you. Everything is provided for us here. Okay? But we don't always feel abundant. Right? We have plans that fail. We have expectations that aren't met. We have things that happen that we don't like. Life changes. Conditions change. And this can leave us feeling some lack. But then we live in this infinitely abundant planet in this infinitely abundant universe. So how do we have our foot in both places? Right? How do we believe that we're living in abundance and also believe that there's lack? And which frame of mind wins? I'll tell you which one wins. The one that we promote, the one that we dwell on, the one that we believe deeply. That's the one that wins. That determines what our manifestations will be. Will they be out of infinite abundance, or will they be out of lack? We have some sway. Okay, we can strengthen one side over the other. We can strengthen our belief in abundance and watch our belief in lack slowly start to shrink. And so that's what we're talking about today, is how do we get into that one frame of mind of abundance, of reality, right? Because that's what we just all agreed on. We live in an abundant universe, on an abundant planet where we have everything that we need. We all just agreed to that. So we hold that as true. So if I come right back behind that and say, well, there is a lot of lack out there, then it just negates that truth that that we just all agreed and proclaimed. So that is the state of mind. We want to live in truth. That's the state of mind that we are seeking to promote today. So how do we do that? Well, there's 3 different ways. Well, there's a lot of different ways, but I broke them down into 3. So number 1 is through our thoughts and beliefs. In particular, consistent affirmations for abundance. Affirmations are fantastic. They're little declarations of truth. And they're bold declarations of truth. Okay, some of these affirmations are, I am worthy of limitless abundance. Can we say that together? I am worthy of limitless abundance. How does that feel? You're like, oh, I don't know if I'm worthy or not. I don't know if I've done everything I need to do. I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter what you plan to do. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that you are here. You are here on this planet now. Your eyes are open, you're alert, and you're listening, and you are thinking. That's pretty much all you need to qualify for limitless abundance. So if you're asking yourself, boy, am I worthy? Yes, you are. You're worthy, you're born worthy, you've always been worthy. You've never had to earn this. It's yours. And every time that you proclaim it with an affirmation, you are getting more and more used to the idea of your worthiness of abundance. Another one you can say, I am open to receive all the good that life has to offer. Let's try that one. I am open to receive all the good that life has to offer. How do we feel about that?
That one's easy.
Yeah, pretty good. I like good. I like to receive good. I like to be open to good. So that's not a big stretch. I think we all love good here. Yeah? So, again, as we say these things, they become reality in our minds and in our lives. When you declare, I'm open to receive all the good that life has to offer, your antennae are up for good. And you are ready to detect it and to receive it. Yes? So here's one more. Prosperity is my natural state. Prosperity is my natural state. Let's all try to say that one together. Prosperity is my natural state. How do you feel about that?
Yes.
Like, well, I got a lot of states. Prosperity is your natural state because that's what you were born with. That's what you always carry with you, is a seed of prosperity in you. And the more you let that seed grow, the more you will see prosperity in your life. These are not things to say to yourself to brainwash yourself. You're not brainwashing yourself. You're changing a belief from something that's false, lack, unworthiness, to something that's true. Abundance, the divine love that we all share, that is true. And so we want to believe the truth, so that's why we proclaim it in these affirmations. So another thing that we can do to affect our thoughts and beliefs is shifting from how to trusting in possibility. Okay? I need to know how this is going to work out. And I'm brilliant. I believe I know all the different ways that good is going to come to me. And so I have figured this all out, and I know that my good comes from just one certain little area, and I know where to focus. That's a very narrow view. I want to have a broad view. I want to accept all the good. Yes. All the good. Even the good that I can't see. Even the good that I don't immediately recognize as good. I still want it. So I need to be open. I need to have my mind open and not worry so much about the how. Okay? Especially if you're a big thinker, if you like thinking a lot. That's me. I think a lot. And that gives me like this false sense of security, thinking that I can always come up with an answer, that I always know exactly what's going on at all times. And I do not. There's all kinds of good swirling around that I don't even notice, that I don't even recognize, that I can't even fathom the amount of good that is around me. So what I need to do, rather than figure out, okay, well, my good's going to come from this little area, from this one person, from this one situation. No. Your good comes from 360 degrees around you. All around you, good is flowing in. And that's why we're open to receiving that good. So just trust in the possibility. Trust in the not only the possibility, but the reality of your ever unfolding good. It's real. And so you don't have to worry about the how. All you need to worry about is just trusting that it's happening. And the last one is, well, it's the last one for this section, but a daily reflection on divine abundance. And for that, we spend a few minutes each day reflecting on the abundance that is already present in nature, in the universe, and your life. Just think about the limitless supply that is out there that you have been given access to. All this air. Air is fantastic, isn't it?
Yes.
We need it. We love it. We want it. And it's here in abundance. As much as we want, we can breathe till the cows come home. We can breathe for our entire lives. There's enough air. And so we can be thankful for that. We can be thankful for the sunshine. The sun comes up every day. We're all exposed to it. Why not be thankful for it? Where would we be without the sun? We wouldn't be. So we can be happy about the sun. We can be grateful for the sunlight. We can acknowledge the many gifts that God is shedding upon us at all times. And so if we take a little bit of time out to reflect on just how beautiful and wonderful and miraculous this life is on a daily basis. Just the working of our bodies, the pumping of our hearts, the flowing of blood through our veins. I mean, we're walking miracles, each and every one of us. And we can be thankful for each and every moment. So we don't have to wonder, it's like, oh, geez, what am I going to be thankful for today? You can be thankful for that thought. You can be thankful for the desire to be thankful. You can be thankful for anything and everything. So, the next section is celebrating the interconnectedness of all things. We were just talking about this yesterday at our lovely board retreat, and we had a great board retreat yesterday. We have a great board, and we got together and we had a wonderful conversation as we planned out our future and our future endeavors. And I just want to say that it's completely off topic, but I feel so blessed to have such a wonderful board of trustees, and we are so lucky to have them. So that's my little plug for the board. Yes. And while I'm at it, we're going to be having board elections pretty soon here. And if you want to be part of this wonderful, loving, active board, then there are some spots open for you. Come swing by, talk to me after the service. Talk to our board president, Peggy. Peggy, raise your hand. Yes. Talk to our board president and see if you can volunteer and add your wonderful energy to this already wonderful group. So that's a little advertisement. I have to throw that in there for you guys. So how do we celebrate this interconnectedness of all things? Mindful immersion in nature. Spend some time outdoors. Go on a walk with Jason. Go on one of Jason's mindful walks. And just walk slowly. And notice the world around you. I mean, if you're down there by the river, all you have to do is open your eyes and see something wonderful and miraculous in the birds that are there, in the plants that are there, in the river that's flowing by. Get connected with nature, and it automatically brings about a feeling of gratitude, of acknowledgement and gratitude of the many, many things that this world has to offer. And recognize that you are part of this nature. You are part of it. You are enjoying it, and it is you. Thirdly, practice reciprocity and stewardship. Reciprocity is something that came up in our meeting yesterday. We had a nice little talk about it. And if you don't know what reciprocity is quite simply the practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefit, especially privileges granted. This is granted by one country or another, but we're talking about personal reciprocity. Have you ever had someone lend you something? Like a screwdriver, a pair of pliers, a lawnmower, something like that, and you borrow it and you use it, and then you take it back to them and you give it back, and then they show up and they ask, hey, do you have a leaf blower? I really need to, and then you're like, yes, I do. Here you go, and you happily lend them that appliance that they were after. Doesn't that feel good? They've given you something and they've helped you out, and now you've given them something and you've helped them out. And it's the cycle that is so meaningful and that feels so good. I can't wait for people to come and ask me for a favor that I've asked a favor of. It just seems like you're completing a cycle when you do that. And that is really the way of the universe, is reciprocity. So when it comes to nature, be mindful of your surroundings. When it comes to reciprocity of nature, like if you're out on a walk and you see some garbage on the ground, it's a garbage piece of paper, just lean down and pick it up, throw it away. Just doing that is giving back to the world. It's giving back to nature. It's giving back to your community just by doing that. It's you saying, you know what? This is so important. I'm going to go out of my way and help clean it up. And it feels good because it feels right. So be mindful about your use of water. Be mindful about how you get rid of your waste. Be mindful about how you generate waste and what's going to happen to that down the road. Be mindful about not wanting to pollute, I had some other stuff in here. And also about what you eat, where it comes from. All of these things help to practice a reciprocity and getting into the cycle. So when you're in the cycle, you're giving to life, and what's life doing? It's giving back to you. It's giving back to you. It's affecting your state of mind. It's affecting how you approach the world. It's affecting the things that happen to you and how you receive them. So, yes, we encourage that reciprocity. And lastly, simple gratitude. Simple gratitude. And some ways that you can enhance that gratitude is go to your good old gratitude journal, but just have a special journal based on financial gratitude. A special journal just for financial gratitude. At the end of the day, go over your day and see how were your finances involved. Did you have enough money to eat? Did you eat something? Did you keep the lights on? Did you go out to lunch with a friend? Were you able to buy that birthday gift that you wanted to buy? Whatever you had that dealt with money, put it into that gratitude journal, because it's not all expenditures are worth acknowledging as blessings. Every cent that you spend is blessed. And you can be grateful for it. So what we're doing with this financial journal is to just write down how grateful we are for everything that we have. And for everything that we do. We can also thank nature. As we were going over like our nature walks and things like that, we can be grateful to nature. The wonderful, abundant, amazingly abundant nature. I do this with bird watching. I love to watch birds. I love to see the different breeds that come in and learning about the different breeds. And I've talked to you guys about this before. We're kind of we're big bird watchers, and there's thousands of different species of birds, and it's amazing how spirit, how God, how life comes through in all of these different forms, and that's just for birds. So it's good for us to just thank nature for what it is doing right now, for what it's done since the beginning of time. Thank you, nature. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another thing we can do is create a richness of life list. Richness of life, what's that? Set aside time each week to list the non-material forms of abundance in your life. Non-material. So things like meaningful relationships, personal achievements, health, and joyful experiences. Reflect on how each of these enriches your life and let yourself feel gratitude for each and every one of them. And how do you feel gratitude? Gratitude is wonderful because you can be grateful for anything. You can look back and say, man, I'm glad I broke my leg. Because when I broke my leg, I got introduced to that doctor, and then we got married, and now we've been together for 34 years.
Hey, wait.
If I hadn't broke my leg, that never would have happened. See, there's a way. You're like, grateful for a broken leg? What are you talking about? Well, there's a way, right? There is a way to work around and feel grateful for the entirety of your life. Grateful for the entirety of your life because it has brought you here to this present moment, to right now, where you can see and enjoy and appreciate the fullness of life. And life is what brought you here. So thank you, life. Let's all thank life. Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
I don't know, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Some of you guys are like, I don't know. No, you're here, and you're blessed, and you're good. And we have life to thank for that. So everyone, thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
Yes, I believe it now.
I believe it.
So that leads us to our home play. Very short home play this week. Just 3 things.
It's all of that.
Work on what? Yeah, it's all about what I just said. But if we're going to focus on anything, really, I want to impress upon you the abundance affirmations. I use affirmations all the time. They work. Repeat them, believe them, and look for results. Okay, when you sit and you proclaim, I am worthy of limitless abundance, then you're preparing your mind to receive abundance. You're preparing your mind to notice abundance where you didn't notice it before. Okay? In good events and in events that we don't immediately label as good, we can start to see cracks in those things and see our abundance shining through. So, keep with the affirmations. Also, that financial gratitude journal. It's a really good idea. Every day we have to spend something. My daughter was lamenting the other day about how much everything costs and about how, since becoming an adult, everyone is in her pocket. I said, welcome. Welcome to adulthood. You are officially an adult. You are sick of people getting in your pocket, demanding money. You are now one of us. But yes, every time we spend money, it's a blessing. It's a blessing that we have the money to spend. It's a blessing that we have a life in which to spend it. Okay? And the gratitude journal just reinforces the things that we need to remind ourselves to be grateful for. And lastly, the richness of life list. Love that list. We have so many things. Abundance is oftentimes just lumped into money. Abundance, how much money do I have? But we can enjoy abundance beyond the bounds and limitations of money. Life itself is abundant. Love is abundant. Beauty is abundant. Wisdom is abundant. Joy is abundant. And it's running rampant through our lives. And there's a lot of that we are not noticing and acknowledging and including as abundance. The fact that you got here this morning, whether you walked or you drove, Did you say thank you to your car? Did you say thank you to the shoes that you wore that you brought in here? We can be endlessly grateful because we are endlessly abundant. And that's what we need to know. That's what we need to practice. That's what we need to believe. And then we will see it and experience it and feel that abundance at all times. Certainly more often than we do now. Yeah?
Yes.
All right, so let's take that into prayer. Here and now, I declare in this world of seeming separation, in this world of contention, in this world of differing opinions and arguing factions, in this blessed world, I declare that we are one. And that there is one. One spirit, one life, one consciousness, one love from which we all partake, no matter who we are. And this one is all qualities of good, all principles of good in infinite measure. And so as we love from the one love, the one infinite love that is free and available to all. When we're joyous, we celebrate the one joy. We celebrate the one wisdom. We celebrate it because we are part of it. We have access to all that we need in this abundant universe. And so right now I just proclaim joy and gratitude. Gratitude for the ability to tune my mind to see more good. I'm grateful for the ability to align my thoughts with good. And then to feel that good, to see that good, to experience that good. I celebrate my ability to be grateful and to notice more things to be grateful for. I know this truth for myself, and I know this for each and every person here, that good surrounds us all. Abundance surrounds us all. We have but to acknowledge it and embody it to experience it. And so it's with a happy heart that I release these words, knowing that my abundance, that our abundance, that the abundance of the universe goes on without end. Without a care, without a doubt, I release these words, knowing that they're true and done, knowing that as I do, the words are made manifest right before my eyes immediately. And so let us all release these words with those blessed, blessed words. And so it is.
Thank you, David. Yeah, as we get through our lives, we always have these thoughts and plans as we're growing, and then we always think that we're going to do something. Like I always imagined that I was going to be on the Johnny Carson show. That shows how old I am. And then actually be on the Johnny Carson show. But I thought when I got there that I would say, "Oh, here I am, 40 years into my overnight success." So I wanted to write a little song about, as Dave was talking about, just being aware of what we actually have. Because, at this point in my life, I thought that I would have a mansion by the sea, a sports car and a sailboat, and a 100-inch TV. But sometimes life just doesn't look like what I thought it would be. But when I take a God's eye view, it's good enough for me. I thought that I would travel to every place on earth, embracing new adventures, risking all for what it's worth. But sometimes life just doesn't look like what I thought it would be. But when I take a God's eye view, it's good enough for me. What I have is good enough. Where I am is good enough. I am home and complete, and I know that I am good enough for me. I thought I would compose a symphony one day, or write an epic novel, or pen a poignant play. But sometimes life just doesn't look like what I thought it would be. But when I take a God's eye view, it's good enough for me. What I've done is good enough. Who I am is good enough. I am home and complete, and I know that I am good enough. Yes, I know that I am good enough, and I know that everything is good enough for me.
Wow, is that song perfect or what? Jeez.
Very good song.
Perfect. Thank you, Billy. Well, before we get into the next section of our service, which is the offertory. I want to say about the pledge campaign that I failed to say early on, and that is that we're sending, one of the things that we're going to be doing is sending out this to all of our members, and it's our little trifold saying what the Dare to Care campaign is and why we're having it. And we also have some pledge sheets in the back so that you can fill out your pledge and turn it in, and then you're done with it. Remember that good feeling that you had when you turned in your ballot? You recall that?
Yep.
Because you all voted early.
Yep.
You can have that exact same feeling by filling out a pledge card and turning it in. Yeah?
Good point.
All right. We'll give it a shot. So, with that said, we are a center that observes the spiritual practice of giving and tithing. We call it conscious, committed, and structured giving, and there are many ways to give and expand your abundance consciousness. We give of our time through volunteering, we give of our talents through participation, and we give of our treasure through financial donations. Your gifts help us in our mission to provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and to live their inherent greatness. So, our tithing partner this month is Yolo Cares, and their mission is to serve our community, providing the highest quality of care to every patient, every family, every time. And so they align, their goals align with our goals, their values align with our values in the care of this community. And so please know that we are adding a portion of your gift to us. We are also donating to Yolo Cares to help support and promote that worthy organization. So, there are many ways to give. You can text to give. You can visit our website at cslyolo.org, or you can send us a good old-fashioned check or money order to CSL Yolo to the address on your screen now, or you can just throw some money in the old plate that's coming by, and we can do this the old-fashioned way. So now that we know why we give and we know how to give, let us enter into that divine consciousness of abundance. And I invite you to place your hand over your heart, symbolizing that vibrational energy of circulation, and say with me our abundance affirmation. I give with an attitude of abundance, knowing that as I give, I do receive. Today I celebrate my prosperity and my ability to share from my overflow of good. I give with the knowledge that all is well. And I'm so proud of you for doing that from memory.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. We bless.
Are you gonna sing it?
I'm stretching it out because the donations are headed this way right now. Our plates are running over. Oh, thank you so much. We bless and release these gifts to do their work of proclaiming the good news that all is well. As we have freely given according to the law of circulation, it returns to us, full measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So we will always have more to enjoy and to spare, to give and to share. For this we give thanks, we let it be so, and so it is. So, we have a special, today is the first Sunday of the month. You know what that means? We have to celebrate. We get to celebrate.
Where is it?
I don't know where it is. We had a special slide.
You gotta be kidding me.
We had a special slide, but we get to celebrate our November birthdays. We're looking because we know that slide is in here somewhere. We have a beautiful happy birthday slide. But for now, celebrate with the children our birthdays as we celebrate with Joyce Bahati's going to give us our birthday song.
It was there.
God bless the day you were born. The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn. God bless the day you were born to celebrate the gift of you. We celebrate the gift of you.
Wonderful.
In November. Who is
No.
it?
Who's any birthdays?
No
in November?
birthdays?
Oh,
Jason!
Jason, we got one November baby in the house.
Oh, a Scorpio.
That explains it.
That explains a lot.
So we have a special message out to our kids that helped us celebrate birthdays. We want to tell you, and these are kids that are headed this way, kids that are in our hearts right now, that we've brought with us. We want to say, we love you.
We love you.
We're here for you.
We're here for you.
And we're so glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here.
All right. Yes, we believe in the power of connection at the Center for Spiritual Living Yolo. We sure do. And what does that mean? That means that we believe that we are unbreakably connected to Spirit. And we're also unbreakably connected to each other because we're all one. And that connection has power. And we exercise that power through prayer. So if you find yourself in need of prayer today, if you're working something out in your life, you need to see God in there working right alongside you, then please come to us and let us know, and we can pray you up right now. So prayer practitioners, raise your hands. Okay. If you are in need of prayer, then please let us know so we can pray for you, and it's what we love to do. Also, if you're the shy type, you can submit a prayer request into that prayer box that's on the welcome table in the back, or you can submit a prayer request online at cslyolo.org. Those prayer requests go right to practitioners, and they are prayed upon immediately and throughout the week. So there's no excuse not to get prayer here at the Center for Spiritual Living Yolo. So please take advantage of that. And last but not least, we're having fellowship after the service downstairs in the fellowship hall. We'll be having coffee, tea, and goodies down there. There's a beautiful casserole that I saw. And all kinds of other stuff. And it's all of us, and we're all fun. So join us downstairs after the service, after our closing song and benediction, which we will have now.
There it is.
Oh, there. There's the side. I just need to keep going. If I just kept clicking.
You ought to put it in there.
Yes. We did it. Come on down. Big old circle today.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
It's the Libra.
You got it.
Yes, there is peace.
from God at all times. And always remember that God loves you. And so it is.